Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pixel Classroom podcast. This is our live stream show on this, and those who are on listeners, thank you for checking us out here. I'm back for our first actual book review of the new season here. I'll be doing Phemomenal Teacher by Annick Rauch, which from the DBC Inc. book. This book came out this past spring. I finally got a chance to read it, and I am more than happy to talk about it. Hi, everybody. There I am, and everything else too here. And if you're on watching the live stream, this is now done on Restream Studio here, which is our new home right now. We'll be working on this in a little bit. Those who are on the audio listeners, thank you for joining us to talk about this book. So I am looking forward to really doing this here. So I'm, of course, going to go ahead and get our set up here and get that set up. So there we go. So first of all, thank you for joining me today in our second episode here. We've had a couple of problems here getting a couple of our guests going, a few other interruptions. So I'm hoping to get that continue one here, but I hope everybody is doing it and having a wonderful day today. But I am going to go ahead and review Phenomenal by Annick Rauch here. I'll share a little piece up here off of her website here, and you can check this out over at annickrauch.ca here. So this is the book here, which is of course about pursuing your dreams and still being the best self at work and at home. So this was a really good book. I really enjoyed this. I wanted to get this earlier in the year here, but unfortunately, changing a few things kind of put a damper on all those problems here. Let me switch my review for the live stream there. There you go. Boom. Ta-da. So I really want to talk. This is really good parts on this too. But Annick really talks. She shares her personal stories as an educator, her home life, her story of all the things that she's struggled both as a parent and a professional in this here. But as someone who has really gone through some issues here himself in the last several months, I have to say, I mean, leaving my current district, going to my new district here in CUSD 50, and becoming a middle school teacher for the first time in 7 years. I'm kind of wishing I would have picked this book up here. So I have a really area too here, and I'll get this on here for those who are checking us on the live stream here once everything switches over here. Like I said, I'm having some personal internet problems here. It's kind of raining, which is what we really, really needed here. But just get the parts on that. So I can get over here and stop sharing. There we go. But I want to go ahead and share it. So I think this right here, and I'll share this right part for page 39. That really made me think of this here. In the live stream, you can see this, but there's a picture that says your life, and it says this is your moment. And there's a little dot kind of in the lower right hand of the circumference of the circle and says, so yes, rest is important. It can look very different. Like I should have previous chamber, built-in rest pays off more thing. Knowing the difference between needing rest and needing more, that is crucial. When you're mentally or emotionally injured, hurt, or wounded, rest alone won't get you back on your feet. Or if it does, you might be more likely to get injured again. And it might take a little longer to heal than if you've done the work to properly heal. I have to say, as someone who has been going through this a lot, quite a journey for the last hard to believe now 8 months, almost actually it's been 9 months from things that have changed and everything. I've really had my life really kind of changed and uprooted here. Not that I have not experienced this in the past, but it has been quite a piece here. And something that was really the part on this that I really wanted to talk about this was just pretty much how this book was something I didn't know I needed. I wanted to read it. I really want to do it. And I actually have Anna coming up on a upcoming podcast, and her and I'll discuss a little bit more of it, hopefully in a few weeks. But yeah, it really hit some major boundaries. It was reading, Annick's story about what she had gone through herself, her own life, personal junior, from her career to miscarriages, as well as raising four boys and her husband and working so much hard on this. But it's really things that, as she says right here in lesson 8, your words matter. um, they matter to others and you matter those things, but being mindful of this isn't necessarily innate skill. I've learned from a very young age that habits are hard to break. We have a lot of pieces where we do things, we get into habits where we think and we do different things, and we kind of realize sometimes those aren't healthy for us, or we get caught in a spiral where we think, I'm okay. And sometimes we aren't okay. Sometimes it's very hard to share things that have been going on. I know in the last couple of months, I've had a very hard time talking about what I've been going through. I mean, emotionally, it's been very strange. I mean, I've been in education for close to 15 years. I've been everything from the lunchroom duty to tutor to administration as a technology director. I've been an unofficial instructional coach. I've been a high school teacher. I've been an advisor. I'm now a middle school teacher. I've been an elementary school teacher and a STEM enrichment teacher. I've led conferences and so forth. And I have to say, in the last couple of months, it's felt like there's been so much going on to me. And it just has so much going on with that. My printer is being a problem over here right now. I'll just let that print. It's a little message coming through. I got a love live stream. Be some editing here. Let me make a little marker for that here at the 5 minute mark. There we go. Get that and edit audio. As I was saying in my press, it has been very hard to share that journey and what I've gone through. And I mean, I like the fact that Annick actually says it's okay. It's okay to share that, and it's look for help. I mean, I know too. I mean, I went to my counseling. I did some work. I went back to journaling. I did a lot more work outside. I started running a little bit more. I think Annick's little rule here. By the way, if you're talking about running and getting to a healthy pieces here, I mean, she's got some great stuff right here, and one of the parts I marked right over here on this page here. It's just what page is this? This is yeah, right over here. I mean, there's a great little part which talks about a really good running journey on this too. I mean, it's a really good little piece here. But I think something that really jumped out to me, and I actually started using this classroom, was over here in lesson 12 about self-care, where she talked about, filling buckets, where she actually had it for her boys at home where, the work on different little activities and responsibilities that, to take the bucket and have it with these popsicle sticks. And when you're finished with it, you put it in the other bucket that it's been accomplished and you kind of divvy out the process. I actually started working in this classroom to actually do a Google Slides where I had the little post-it note pieces. And every time a student accomplished something they had to do in the classroom, they moved it over that they had accomplishment. So I can not only check them, but they were also self-checking themselves on the pieces. And I do work with students that are, second language learners. So this is a great little area to move those little parts over. So, and Nick, you gave me a fantastic idea, and thank you for that. I don't know why I didn't think of it, and I'm using it myself here in my classroom, so it's been pretty good. But there's just so much in this book. I can't sit here and talk about it. I like to do my book reports short. And like I said, when I talk to Annick on a upcoming episode here, we'll definitely get to talk to more in depth about what went into it and everything she's been going in her journey. But this was a really good book. I really want to do it. I'm going to give it the full 4 stars here. Actually, my little 5 stars I like to do because I'm not an Amazon reviewer. I can't review on Amazon anymore. But I'm going to give it the full 5 stars. There's something for this book for anyone. It doesn't matter if you're a teacher, you're a parent, you're going through a major things in your life, but this is a time to work it. And it's really worth picking up the book. So, if you haven't had a chance to pick this on Amazon for Phenomenal Teacher, please do. It's a really good book. Thank you so much, Annick, for writing this. I'm looking so forward to our upcoming podcast talking to, hopefully in a few weeks. I want to thank everybody for doing that. And I hope everybody else has a great rest of the day. And I will talk to you later.